Hello everybody, welcome to a new week in the long dark with the Gazbeard. And yesterday, at the end of week 5, we left it in the poachers encampment in the rail cars on Forlorn Muskeg. We are on day number, oh, come on, get down. We're on day number 40. Wow, in fact 40 days completed. No, we're not. Yes, we are. Yes, day number 40. Right. The clock must have ticked over because I think it was an afternoon start on this game. Now, if you remember, over there at the edge of the Muskeg was a bear heading that away. Just out there, not too far out, was a wolf, and out there was another wolf, which sort of stops me from going back up the railway tracks and around that away to get to the forge. I'm going to have to go out along the railway tracks, and we're going to have to first of all check for the bear and the wolves. Well, there's one wolf over there. Let's just get back a bit so he doesn't see us. I still don't see the bear. Where has the bear gone? That is the most important. Oh, there's the bear. He's right there. So that confirms we definitely cannot go that route. We're going to have to go this way. It's just after midday. And yep, the bear's still over there. So we're going to have to use this route to get round to the forge, which is a bit of a bind because I wanted to collect the loot on that left-hand edge of the Muskeg as we went around. Now we've got to be careful because recent playthroughs on Twitch, I've had multiple bears on these rail tracks, and I've been in a position where I had 3 bears around me, all about as far out as that rock there, but sort of like one over there, one behind me, and it can get tricky. So what I'm thinking of doing is, if we can get to the end of the railroad, then, and I'm looking for further bears and wolves obviously. Crows over there must be something dead. That looks like a wolf over there. If we can get to the end of the railroad safely, I'm going to go up high onto that ledge that you can see running along there. And I'm going to take the safe route across to the forge. Let's just verify. Was that a wolf or was it a tree stump? It might have been a tree stump. Now, as soon as we can get up onto the safety of that ledge, I'm going to eat something because his hunger is ravenous. We're going to start losing condition if we don't get food into him. In fact, I might just pause here for a moment and get a couple of cattails into him. What looks like a deer carcass across there. No animals following us, although there is a wolf just popped into view up there. He's far enough away that we're not going to trigger him. That looks like another deer carcass over there. So let's just have a look. I'm just get 3 cattails into him. I don't want to delay too long, and I don't particularly want to go get that deer carcass. And just pausing here to eat has proved worthwhile, because there's a wolf there heading across the ice to the deer carcass. I hope us pausing here was not what triggered the animals to spawn at this end. Does look like there's another deer carcass up here to the right. Which may or may not be safe to go loot. I am very tempted by it. It's close enough. It's not a huge distance out, and there are cattails on the way. I believe we've got time. If we take purely the meat and nothing else, I don't want to walk across that water. We'll try this one. Seems safe enough. Got 1.8 kilos. I'm going to take them in half kilo chunks. The reason for doing that is we can drop them as lure decoys. Yeah, we'll just get you to a slightly safer position first, mate.
All I could think about is food.
There's usually loot dotted around this train, not a lot, but enough to make it worth checking. More scrap metal, that's good. What was that I just saw under there? No, nothing. Oh, come on, get that stick. Yeah, there's a wolf up there. There's several wolves dotted around, of course. This is a sort of wolf alley. Oh, now we're going to get heavily laden here, but we may... And a hacksaw. Excellent. More scrap metal. Now it's good that we can get all this scrap metal now and get it away. There's a wolf. He's heading up high. If he keeps going, we'll be okay to go along here, as long as he doesn't turn back and drop down to the railway tracks. I just want to cover both sides of the train before we head up to where we're going to go. So it does look like he's about to come back, and we're just on the end of the train here now, so if we're really fortunate we can get around the train, get onto the other side of it. He might not spot us, and we can quickly check, see if anything else has been dropped here. We've got about 2, maybe 3 hours of daylight. Although the fog is going to make life a little tricky. And there's usually some loot just down here where these logs have fallen off. There's some cat tails across there. Here we go. More cedar.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Yeah, you can. Right, now what we probably want to do here, get some water into him. Get 3 cattails into him again. That wolf's coming back, so we need to do this quickly and then get the hell out of here. Right, get out of here. Might not get the chance to get those cattails with that wolf coming back. Some old man's beard up there as well. That may well be worth grabbing. Especially as we've now just had a drink of water to lighten the load.
I need anything right about now.
Just take a couple of sticks with us. Where did that wolf go? Oh, he's still a reasonable distance out. We can get those 3 cattails and then get back up the hill there onto the upper shelf. Looks like it's 4 cattails, even better. Didn't mean to pick that cattail head, just twitched the wrong finger. Now, if you've never been up onto this shelf before, if you play the long dock yourself, then this little cut here is the route to get up. Still got a few calories in him. He's not really tired. Piece of old man's beard moss here. I don't know where the other 2 are. Remember, it usually appears in 3s. And what we may do is spend the night in the first cave, because that way we probably won't need a campfire. But we have got all that cedar on us if we do. We've got to cook that deer meat, of course. And a proper campfire will actually let us cook it properly. With 2 pieces cooking at the same time, minimizing the amount of fuel that we use. If we go to the forge and cook it at the forge, we can only cook 1 piece at a time on the hot plate on the top of the forge, so I don't really want to spend that much time cooking, especially as we're getting so close to sunset. That looks like a backer cairn up there. Just go and say hello to that. Get a checkbox on the list of activities. Story's not yet written. I've forgotten how many cairns there are in the world. It's 36 or something, 136, whatever. We can check that when we look at the stats. coming up to the area where there is a cave. There's also usually a wolf down here. There is lots of sticks out here. What I'd like to do is get into the cave, drop the burden and get out and get more sticks. Keep a stockpile in the cave. Also some reishi here. Quite a bit of reishi by the look of it. A lot of fur out here as well. Excellent.
I need to find food.
Yeah. Now each pair of reishi mushrooms can be prepared for cooking, and each cooked set of reishi mushrooms gives us 120 calories, which is just a bit less than one cattail, but it also gives the option of drinking it hot, which can warm us up if we're frozen. Right, so this cave here usually has a dead dude in it, and as you can see, a lot more coal back there.
Thank goodness.
That's at 49%. Survive the outdoors. Nothing on the corpse. Load of coal. Let's just take it all. Any more? Time? Yeah, we definitely want to spend the night here. Especially with that fog out there. We don't want to be stumbling around in the dark, in the fog. Now, if we just check our stats, we are warm. We are nowhere near tired. Our thirst is slaked. We are ravenous. So, what have we got in the way of food that we can munch? Quite a few things, to be honest. Mainly cattails, though. However, fire starting materials, we've got more than enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to spend some time here. We're going to, well, we can craft those in the dark. We don't need to do those in daylight. Oops. 18 coal, 14 metal, and to make arrowheads we get 2 arrowheads per piece of metal. Okay, and there'll be more metal at the forge as well, so that's good. Right, so let's just have a look. How's the daylight? Let's just check our books. Frontier shooting guide, stay on target, wilderness kitchen. Getting the cooking skill up is quite critical as early as possible. We're at skill 3. Plus 15% calories from any cooked food item. No calorie loss when smashing open cans. Cooking times reduced by 10%. Or carcass harvesting, 25% reduction in meat harvesting times. Can harvest 50% frozen carcasses by hand. 10% reduction in hide or gut harvesting times. I think if we get the cooking done, so let's, we've already, no, we haven't researched 1 hour, so let's Actually, let's just check. Yeah, we need to put some calories into us before we do anything. So, just eat a pair of these. Actually, let's eat 4 of them. Make sure we can get through the next 2 hours. That's it. And we're going to read the cooking book for 2 hours. Perfect. We'll be doing a lot of reading at the forge as well. Let's get the fire down. I'm going to use a stick to start it. No, we can't use the magnifying glass. We don't want to use the matches.
Right now.
Actually, we'll hold the fire striker. We will use a match. We've got tinder. Yeah, we've got that cattail head. So let's just get a fire started. Yay!
Pretty well.
Yeah, we just put all the sticks on. We can get plenty of sticks. And if we drop all of that venison, get the 2.5 kilos on first. They need 42 minutes to cook. There's now around 55 on the fire. Drop those 2. Don't really need to make water because we'll make some more in the forge, but I might put a ½ litre on there. 38 minutes till ready. I would have liked to have read while we were doing this, but they're not going to take long enough to cook. What we will do while we've got light is we'll put the sleeping bag down. Oh no, we left the sleeping bag. Oh my god, I can't believe we did that. We left the sleeping bag in the poacher's car. Oh, what an idiot. That means we have to get to the forge tonight to sleep. We've got the energy to do it, fortunately. So let's just get that underway. Let's pass time on these. Take that. Take that. Put that on there. Put that on there. Go on. Pass time until that's ready. We'll put a can on there and make... Oh. Take it. Put a can on there. Make a ½ litre of water while we're waiting for that other piece of meat to cook. That one we'll eat. Pass time on that one. Pass time on that one. Pick up the can. Take the drink. Can't believe we left that sleeping bag behind. I really can't. Now, rather than using the flare gun, I'm going to switch across to a flare. Because we shouldn't come across the bear here. Or how much are we carrying total? 40.59. We've got no chance of running. But at least the fog's gone. not seen the wolf yet. There's always a wolf here somewhere on this stretch. There's a birch sapling there. I'd like to get that birch sapling. Kind of scared about the noise that we'll make doing it though. And I certainly don't want to wear down my axe. So what we'll do is we'll drop the axe, harvest that with the hacksaw, pick the axe up,
It's starting to weigh me down.
yeah, and we forgot to craft the reishi, which we should have done while we were cooking the meat. Because that would have saved us a bit of weight. Let's just play this a little careful. Make sure we're not going to walk blindly into a wolf pack. There's no aurora, it's just a starlit night, which is good. Just listening for animal steps. We have to hope there is a heavy hammer here, otherwise this journey has been for nothing. And uh-oh, normally the heavy hammer sits out here behind the shed. Oh, there it is. Excellent. Put the heavy hammer up there for now. Pair of work boots. Condition.
We here.
51%, which is pretty good. Pick up that coal. Soda, scrap metal. Anything else on the work table? Fishing tackle for doing repairs. Excellent. Nothing else under there, is there? No. Right. Now let's get things a bit organized. If we pick that up, 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 and what we'll do is we'll drop all the coal here. And then step to the side here and drop all the metal. Immediately takes us down to 33 kilos.
I could eat anything. Another piece of coal there. There's another book, Field Dressing Your Kill. I could use this.
Bandage and energy bar. Anything else behind there? Heavy gauntlets. They weigh a kilo though. Let's drop our firewood here. Drop all that cedar. And drop the recycled wood behind it. Lots of planks there for us to smash up. Before we go upstairs, we just have a look under here. fur, cedar, cedar, and fur. What's that out there? Reclaimed, we'll have that. There's usually food back here. Dog food, dog food, dog food. More dog food. There's also a safe behind these boxes that usually contains stuff, but well, how are we doing? We're not fully tired. It's coming up to midnight. We do need to get a decent sleep in order to get the forge up and running in the morning. So we'll leave the safe until we're sure that we've got everything done. Now that plank probably needs to be broken down. We can only use the hatchet for it. It takes 9 minutes. We'll do that. Get that one as well. Main reason for that is it lets us duck through under there. And if we drop all that recycled wood there, we've got the cedar here. And where we're going to drop the fur, we'll drop the fur across here a bit. It's fine. Still not been worried by wolves. The locker is empty. It's unusual, there's normally clothing in there. So if we come up here, recycled wood, recycled wood, recycled wood. Newsprint, not interested in. Nothing on the top of that drum. Pair of climbing socks. Well, we'll take them.
I think I can use this.
Especially at 84%. A note left behind. Do you see the stars? Do you see that you are there? It's a fault of the mind to perceive separation. The same fault creates time. Look around. Observe. Your father was trying to preserve what we have. The boxes hold the seeds of the universe. Breathe deep and persist. Fix that goal in your mind. Concentrate on a single flower. You'll feel that warmth on your cheeks again. This is just a signal from beyond. It's a passing cloud from another world. The songs of birds will fill pink skies. Remember, the weakest light breaks the deepest darkness. Contributed by Baka4783. Thank you, Baka4783. Now, up here we have a bed that we can use, which is why we had to get to the forge when we realized that we'd left the sleeping bag behind. We need to break these boxes down because I think there is something behind them. There's a piece of cloth there. So while we still have enough light to see what we're doing, let's just go and drop that reclaimed wood. There is a tool chest here, the big one. Right there. We'll search that in the morning rather than right now. We've got a book to drop that's for burning, which is that one. And let's get up here. We need to eat. Now, what state are those dog foods in? Hey, they're all in pretty good condition. I'm not used to them all being in that sort of condition. What's the calories in them? 500. Calories on the venison, 460. Given the weight difference, I think we'll eat the venison, or eat a piece of venison to get us through the night. And that soda's in a pretty low condition. We'll drink that. That'll put a few calories into us, as well as hydrate us. And We'll take a pair of those. There we go. Right, now that should let us sleep till dawn, even without a fire. So if we put in for 8 hours sleep, got more than enough calories. And let's just sleep it through, which will give us a save point and a good place to pause this video. So thanks for watching. Please check the video description for links to my Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, Discord and everything else. And click subscribe to the channel, please. Give the video a like. Follow me on those other channels and I'll love you forever. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.